Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the Untouchable Apprentice Training Program. Now that you've gone through the health and safety, you've actually got your license. The next step for you is to start recording your hours and operations while you're in the salon. So I want to walk you through what the time card looks like and how to correctly fill it out, because you'll be bringing us that time card every month. And this is the way that you will be logging your hours and operations that the state board is going to require to see at the end of your training. So let's get started. Share screen. Let's go. Here. All righty. So for our cosmetology students, this is your time card, and it comes in two sections. There's a practical and a theory. We're going to go through the practical portion of it first. As you can see in the bottom right here, it says total technical hours required is 2,600 hours. That is over the entire program. But while you're in the program, you are going to need to be performing a certain number of services to meet that requirement. And as you can see, they're listed there in A through H. A would be hairstyling, permanent waving, hair coloring. So in each one of those categories, let's say hairstyling, you need to do 450 hairstyles over the course of the 2-year program in order to meet the requirement. You have to do 210 permanent waves or chemical straightenings, 215 hair colors, 300 haircuts. And because as a licensed hairstylist, you're also eligible to do facial work, you're going to have to perform a certain number of facials and eyebrow arching. And because with that license, you also can do manicuring and pedicuring and acrylic nails, there are going to be services that you need to perform in order to meet those requirements. Now, these requirements can be done on an individual, because we do have the luxury of working in a salon, or they can be done on a doll head. Either one of those counts towards those hours and operations. So now that we've gone through what you need to do, let's talk about how you do it. If you look here, you'll see it says Cosmetology Practical on the top. And it's got the A through H listed as far as operations. So for every day that you're in the salon, this calendar runs across, you'll see 31 days. So that covers a 1-month period. So this time card covers a month, and you'll be doing one of these time cards every month that you're in the program. When you get the book from me, you probably, the first thing you remember me telling you is to make at least 24 copies of this timesheet so that you don't run out. But let's look at an average day that may happen in the salon. So we look at the first day of the month. It says that you were doing 5 hairstyles. You also did 1 hair color, and you did 2 haircuts on the first day of the month. So you see how that breaks down. We've got 5 hairstyles. Means you had at least 5 clients that came in and you did a hairstyle, a hair color, and a haircut. Or it could have been your doll head. Either counts when you're using the time card. That's what you recorded for that day. Next day, you did another 5. You did another, as opposed to just 1 of the hair colors, you had 2 clients that got highlights or bleaching or something like that. And you also later in that day, since it wasn't that busy, you practiced on some nails. Now, you may have just had an artificial hand and you just practiced doing some nails so you could see if you could get better. And you can see you're recording everything you do during the course of the week. So normally it's Tuesday through Saturday, then you're off Sunday and Monday. Tuesday through Saturday, you're off Sunday and Monday. If you work those days, you're more than welcome to put the operations in, but normally it's going to be in 5-day blocks that we're looking for. And as you can see, sometimes you can put nothing, you can put a 0, you can put a slash, whatever's comfortable for you so that you understand what's going on. At the end of the month, if you add up everything here, it says that this month you did 86 hairstyles this month between clients and doll heads. You did 6 permanent waves or chemical straightenings, relaxers. You did a total of 28 hair colors, and you did 18 haircuts. Now it says for F, you also did somewhere in that month, looks like you did some eyebrows or some makeup. And again, it looks like twice you went and did some nails or practiced. So this is everything you did for that month. And you want to record that for that month. The cumulative total is everything you've done prior to. So let me kind of break this down. If this is your first time card, this will be what you did for the month. This will be 0, and then you'll put the total here. And once you put the total here, then the time card for next month is where you're going to put the cumulative in so that you can see what you've already done, and then you'll start fresh with a month. So this allows you to track at the end of the day, the cumulative totals should equal what these numbers are at the end of the day. Okay? So that covers the practical portion of the time card. Now, if we scroll up, there's also a time card for the theory portion of the time card. What does theory mean? Theory means the thought process or the educational process that allowed you to do the practical operations. What do I mean by that? Every time you did a hairstyle, a hair color, or a haircut, you had to recall the information that you learned in order to perform that service. So what you're going to be probably doing every day is doing first the practical stuff. Then when you go back and do your time card, if you look at this, it's got the same, pretty much the same numbers here as it does here. Why is that? Because when I did that haircut, I had to recall that information. So that information theoretically goes on the theory side of the time card. And I'm hoping that's making sense. And if not, please speak with your instructor and we can walk you through this. But every time you do something here, you record it. And you also record it here so that because you had to recall or think about what you learned in order to make that happen. But that's the basics of this time card. But again, because it's theory, this time card is going to have some extra things, as you can see, because it talks about laws and regs, health and safety, disinfection, sanitation, anatomy and physiology. Those are the things that are going to be a part of the state board exam, along with the operations that you need to prepare for. So when you're studying, or even on a day-to-day basis, you want to bring that information to the time card. I.e., if you look at the 5 days of the week, this was the first week. But I have something written down on the 7th. The 7th was Monday, when we had our health and safety class, which you must attend. And we went through section D. This class was about hair cutting. And also we discussed sanitation and disinfection. So you want to put those on the theory part of the time card, because every Monday, we're going to be discussing something in class that is based on the theory and you learning how to do it. And you'll see every Monday, we have something in each and every Monday, because if you're coming to class, you're getting credit for that also. That's theory. It doesn't go on the practical. Unless you do a practical operation, then you would also put it on Monday for the practical. And again, this is designed, as you can see, the setup is different. This is total hours as opposed to operations. So again, theory is a little different. We have to talk to you about hairstyling for 95 hours, but you have to go out and perform 450 hairstyles at the end of the day. So hopefully this gives you a better understanding of how and what to do on the time card. As you can see, you can always come back and look at this if you're unclear about anything in that regard. And the goal is to prepare you now so that you understand what to do with the time cards. And if you have any questions, speak with your instructors on Monday, and we can walk you through that again. All righty? Look forward to working with you over the course of the program. And again, congratulations. We'll see you in the salon and we'll get you done.